Hey guys, welcome back to Bonita Lifestyle Podcast. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to a new episode. Welcome to a new week. To a new week. Well, yeah, it's a new week because I'm posting this on Monday. So happy Monday. Yeah. So again, I know I didn't post last week. I know I'm slacking on it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm slacking a little bit on it. I'm supposed to post every week, and again, I didn't post, and it's not cool. I need to be consistent, and yeah, but hey, sometimes life gets heavy. Responsibilities, work, family. You have responsibilities. Like, it's not just work, where you got responsibilities in your house. Um, the laundry, the making the dinner, the going to the gym because you don't want to forget about yourself either. It adds up. And it's like, somebody give me a break. But it be like that. It be like that. And ladies, if you know what I'm talking about, it'd be tough. But we could do it. Yes, we're strong. We just have to rest. One thing I like to remind myself: remember to rest, not quit. Especially when it comes to, like, if you're working on yourself, like you're going to the gym, you're trying to stay consistent. Sometimes you're like, I maybe just shouldn't go anymore. Like, it's too much work. But it's like, no, like sometimes, like when we're tired, it's easy to say, oh, I don't want to go anymore. I'll just, we start like taking too much of a break, and then we end up quitting instead of just, like recognizing that sometimes we could be exhausted and all we need is rest. Resting is productive. Remember, resting. And that's one thing that I used to kind of fight, like with myself. I'm like, no. Like I'll rest when I go to sleep, like in the night. And I didn't like to give myself like days off, because I thought like I was gonna like lose momentum. And sometimes, like, you seriously do need rest, because after a while, like, of going so hard on things that you want to accomplish, but sometimes you really end up burning out. I feel like that's what happened to me. And then I was like, I kind of didn't have any passion to even record for the podcast. Like, I was like, I don't want to do this. Like I started, like, again, doubting myself. I was like, like, should I even do this anymore? Like, is it even worth it? But you know what? I was like, I just need to rest. And then rethink if I really want to keep doing this. And I was like, I do. Like, I love, like, podcasting. I love what I do, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep doing it. Like, if I feel tired, I'll just rest. Like, rest, don't quit. So remember that when you guys are exhausted, tired, frustrated, because sometimes we could be so tired that we get frustrated, over life, and everything feels like we just want to, like, give up, or I don't know. I mean, because I've been there in occasions, and I'm like, like, what is happening? But it's just because sometimes you're too exhausted to the point that you feel like you don't want to keep going. Like your responsibilities, even the simple responsibilities of coming home from work to make dinner, like, it feels exhausting because you're tired. So it's like giving yourself, the rest you need to keep going, and recharge, whatever that looks like. Because too, like, I feel like as girls, like, I feel like like a nice shower, or like a nice tea, like something that can relax us, maybe doing our hair, maybe just because for me, like I like, well, I like doing my hair. Like I feel like that's part of my self-care, when it's my shampoo day, you know like I feel good, I feel recharged, but sometimes I'm like, oh, do I really want to wash my hair? But then once I do it, I'm like, yay, thank God I did it. Like, I feel good again. And sometimes it's just those little things that bring us back to life. But yeah, I'm back, guys. Hope you guys are doing great. And on today's episode, I want to talk about, like, what can we do when life feels heavy? Like, what do you guys do when life feels heavy for you guys? Like, I feel like sometimes if we don't have the right people around us, we can feel lonely. We can feel like not heard, and it's hard. It's hard, or like maybe you're going through a difficult moment with your partner, or maybe you're going through a difficult moment with your kids. Maybe you're going through a difficult moment with a coworker. Maybe you're going through a difficult moment with yourself, like you feel like you can't catch a break, you feel that the world's against you, you feel that you take one step forward to take three back, and it gets exhausting. And I feel like sometimes, like if we don't have the right people around us to give us advice, or even just listen to us, because sometimes we don't want advice, we just want to feel heard, feel seen, and we could fall in this rabbit hole where like it's hard to come out of, because we feel like we're victims of what we're going through. And one of the things that has helped me to like rise above those things is definitely God. God has been my source, my foundation for of everything in my life, my source of strength, peace, of clarity. Like, if you guys don't have anybody, I really recommend you guys lean on God. Like, don't try to do things under your own strength and under your own understanding, because you know what, like for a long time I was stuck in that mindset. I was stuck in that mindset of like, I felt that I had to do it all. I felt I wasn't supported. I felt that, I felt like a real victim. Like, I felt like a big victim in life, thinking that, everything that was happening to me, was because I made bad choices in life, or because my mistakes, or because that was just how life was supposed to be. But honestly, like when we change our perspective in life and we see it like, okay, every challenge, every obstacle in life, every painful moment, every every painful moment in life is actually there to teach us. It's not to punish us. Like, God does not like give us those kind of moments like to punish us in any shape, way, or form. It's actually to help us grow. It's actually like, because another thing, like one of the things that I feel like is undervalued is that when we pray for something, we think that we're gonna get it right away, and that's not how it works. What's gonna happen is that we're gonna start experiencing things, that some of those things may be painful, but they're actually preparing us for that which we prayed for. Maybe we prayed for clarity, and then what happens? A lot of things start to confuse us, to fall apart, because it's like, okay, that's not for you, this is. Or maybe you ask for, strength. So then you start going through hard moments to develop your strength, your inner strength. Maybe you're praying for peace. Maybe you prayed for peace, and then what starts happening? You start experiencing chaos, because it's in those moments that either we choose to rise above the chaos and come into peace, or we stay in the chaos, and or like we want maybe more patience. So then what's gonna happen? Life is gonna challenge us with something that's gonna test your patience for you to be patient. And it's crazy because that's how life works. And now that's why like try to remember, when you guys are going through a difficult moment, try to remember, okay, what did I pray for that is testing me now, and then see it like something good. See it like, okay, like this challenge is here to test me, not to punish me. I'm gonna grow from this. And honestly, it's not easy to see it that way in the moment. Like in the moment, like we just have to ride the waves, honestly. Like we have to ride the waves, the hard, painful waves. Maybe, somebody misunderstood you and that caused you pain. Maybe somebody broke your heart and now you're in really, challenging pain, doubting yourself. And because when we go through experiences like that, we start doubting ourselves. We start, sometimes, feeling that we deserve what's happening to us for whatever reason. And that's nowhere. Like that's far from truth. Like honestly, like that is far from truth. I feel like when we, I don't want to say when you, but because we all go through it. When we go through those moments, like try to remember that it's all happening for us. When we change our perspective of, okay, this is happening for me, it's building me, it's shaping me into the person I'm meant to become, because, what I prayed for requires a different version of me, not the one right now. Like maybe you need to, like we have to go through difficult moments to shape our character, to be maybe a stronger version of you, a kinder version of you, a more understanding version of you, or something like. And it's hard. Like it could be hard, but just remember that everything happens for a reason. Nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is a mistake. Like everything that happens is for a reason. And it took me a while to get to that space of seeing things that way. I used to always feel like I used to think that life had to be perfect, that problems and chaos and pain were bad things to feel in life, that wasn't part of life. For some reason I had this idea that life wasn't supposed to be none of that, but I was wrong. And finally I'm like, okay, like hard moments are part of life. They're necessary. They're actually necessary, because those are the moments that build us, that strengthen us, that develop us into a better version of us, like I said. And yeah, but like I said, it can be hard. It doesn't mean just because you reach a level of understanding that means you have it all figured out, because you will never have it all figured out. I feel like sometimes we have this idea that we're gonna reach a moment where we have it all figured out, where we think that we already like we reach this. Yeah, like we feel like we have to reach a destination where we're I can't even talk, where we're already strong and happy and at peace, and that you're never gonna feel pain again. And that is false, because as long as we're alive, as long as we're in this human experience, we are going to experience difficult moments, painful moments, and it's part of life. We have to learn to love it in some way, because I feel like the easiest way and fastest way to transform pain into joy is accepting, because sometimes we don't accept how we feel. Sometimes emotions could be so hard to feel that we reject them and we avoid them, and we try to numb ourselves by drinking, by going shopping, by calling a friend, because you just want to distract yourself and you don't want to feel what you need to feel, and that ends up getting louder. The pain ends up getting stronger, because we think by ignoring it, shoving it down the rug, like it's gonna go away, and it doesn't. It's just gonna get bigger, because when we again come across another painful moment, since we didn't deal with the other painful moment, this other painful moment is gonna make that painful moment even bigger, and then we end up with the how do you call it, that snowball effect, and then the chaos ends up being even bigger. But with God, we could do it all. Honestly, like I even used to feel, you know what, like I used to feel embarrassed to even like I have strengthened my relationship with God so much that I'm not embarrassed to talk about him anymore. I'm not embarrassed to it's crazy how at some point I was like, I was worried of the way people would see me if I said, God, God help me with this, or God that, I used to feel embarrassed, and like not anymore. I'm like that I don't know if it's a saying, but no, it's, I don't know, something in the Bible that I'm not good with like all the scriptures in the Bible, but it says something like, when you deny me in front of my Father or something, that I'm gonna deny you. So it's like basically like saying, if we feel embarrassed of God, like he's gonna basically feel embarrassed of us, because what we feel like towards him, we're actually doing it to ourselves, like something like that. But yeah, like I'm not embarrassed anymore. Like I'm not ashamed to say, that God has helped me, and that I love to lean on God for strength, for clarity, for peace, for joy, like for love. Like I lean on him with all my heart, and he helps me. And now I realize that for such a long time in my life, I try to do things under my own strength, under my own understanding, and that's why I wasn't getting anywhere. And now that like I lean so much on God, especially when I don't understand things, and why sometimes things happen, and you feel, a painful moment in your life where like you don't understand, you don't know what to do, maybe you feel betrayed, and you want to, react and fire back to people that hurt you. you feel that you have to prove them wrong, or like you feel like you have to hurt them. And honestly, no. Like it's okay to feel the pain, to feel the rage, the confusion. Like feel it, like don't ignore it either. Like whenever we feel like that, I feel like the fastest way to like overcome how we feel is by feeling it, acknowledging it. Like, okay, like this made me, like this hurt me, like this situation hurt me, like I feel, hurt by this person or whatever, and it feels unfair, and like acknowledging those things helps us, like to come to an understanding. And sometimes you're not even gonna understand, but that peace that God gives us when we lean on Him, we're like, okay, I feel like this, but God help me. Like, God, I don't understand, but I put the situation in your hands. Like, help me understand, help me grow through it. Like, I don't pray for you to take me out of this struggle, but I pray that you help me get through it. And He will help you. He does helps us, and He's always there, and He's always been there. Like, when I came to that realization, I was like, man, like I've been wasting all my life trying to figure life all on my own, and I'm just glad I'm in this position now where like I could say God is my leader, God is my foundation, He is my everything, and I will forever talk about Him and pray and lean on Him. And I hope that you guys do too, because you guys don't have to handle everything on your own strength. Especially if you don't have nobody to talk to, like He is always there. He will always be there. And yeah, that was my thing for this episode. I really wanted to like talk about this. I really wanted to bring this up for those people that maybe feel like embarrassed to talk about God, or like maybe you guys don't know so much about God. Like, I'm not like a religious person that goes to church every Sunday or nothing like that, but I still know God exists. Like, I know He exists. I know He's in all of us. He's there. Like, that higher power that keeps us all alive is there, and that is God. And you don't have to like be a religious person and go to church every Sunday to know that He exists, and yeah, so like I wanted to really talk about this episode, and like I hope it helps somebody, like maybe you're in the process of renewing your relationship with God, and maybe this episode will help you like to find whatever works for you, like you don't have to, like there's people that are really into the Bible. I don't know how to read the Bible. Like there are certain ¿cómo se dice? Passages, or I don't even know how you call them, like yeah, like certain passages like in the Bible that stand out, and that I'm like, okay, like that resonates, and but I don't understand it all. Like I don't understand like the whole Bible, how it is, but some things do stand out very much, and they resonate, and they help me to move forward in life. And yeah, so that's why I wanted to talk about this, because sometimes life is heavy, and like we don't know like where to go, where to seek, or like we drown in our own pain thinking that that's it, and it ends up taking longer for us to maybe learn the lesson, because sometimes like pain, it's there to teach us something, not to punish us, but to teach us something. And sometimes we take it so the wrong way that it ends up taking us months to actually learn the lesson. Years. It took me years. A lot of things, a lot of painful moments in my life took me years to get the lesson, because I didn't lean on him like I should have. Like, I believed in God, but for some reason I still felt that I didn't have the relationship I have with him now, and I used to think that I had to handle everything on my own strength. Like, it's sad, but that's how I used to operate, but not no more. And so yeah, like, I wanted to like talk about how sometimes we don't know what to do or say when someone we care about is going through something painful, whether it's heartbreak, betrayal, or just feeling misunderstood. We want to help, but words can feel so small sometimes. And sometimes, like we don't have to like give advice. Like, sometimes presence, like being like empathy and words, could bring comfort instead of pressure. When someone's hurting, they're not always looking for answers, they're looking for safety. It's not about fixing their pain, it's about sitting beside it. Sometimes the most healing thing we can say is something simple like, I'm here with you, or you don't have to be strong right now. Those words remind people that they don't have to carry everything alone. Like, learning to do that for others, being that shoulder. I feel like, especially nowadays, I feel like, I mean, it's always been like, I feel like life can be hard, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like nowadays it feels a little bit harder. I don't know. I mean, times do change. But yeah, I feel like a gentle reminder, like to give to someone, is like, we can't take someone's pain away, but we can help them feel less alone in it. Sometimes silence, eye contact, a hug, or a message that says thinking of you today can mean more than perfect words. And just holding space. I feel like just holding space. And another thing, like, holding space for someone doesn't mean you absorb their pain. Sometimes we feel like we have to like absorb and carry their pain so that it's not so heavy on them, but it means you create a soft place for them to land while they heal. I feel like that's more of what we should do, and sometimes we just want to fix something that really doesn't need fixing. It's just, holding space for that person, for that loved one, for, that can really help. And yeah, guys, just a little reflection moment. Like, hopefully this helps you guys in some way. So if you have someone in your life who's hurting, remember, you don't need to have it all. Like, you don't have to have it all together. You don't have to have the right words. You just need to show up. Be kind. Listen. Like, that's one of the biggest things we need to learn, is to listen, because sometimes we're so quick to like give advice, instead of listening. That's one of the things we should practice, because sometimes they just don't need advice, they just need to be heard. And yeah, that's the kind of love that heals, honestly. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And well, yeah, thank you guys. If you stayed till the end, thank you guys for tuning in. And I promise I will keep consistent. I will be posting every week. I know I said that last time, and life ended up lifing and I was not posting, but I will get back on track, guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, have a great week. See you guys. Bye.